Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Happy bonus video. Let's get these cameras up. Should have put a jacket on. Bombay brake check's just behind us over here. Heading into Castlegar, 20 kilometers to go. We've got, there's some frost on this grass. Yeah, definitely a little bit of frost on this grass. We've got most of the load unloaded already. Done 3 drops. We just got 1 drop left in Castlegar, down a road where trucks are not allowed. All right. Yeah, I did the brake check and then started driving. It's like, wait, if I don't record a video now with the sun coming up behind us here in the morning, the rest of the day is gonna suck for video. And right now it doesn't seem to suck too bad. All right, let's go through what videos coming up this next week. Ooh, can I remember? It was a stressful day yesterday. Holy stressful day. Let's grab another gear. I'm fairly light, but don't want to come down at full speed. Monday's video. I left in the afternoon, so I didn't have much time to record because it gets dark so early. So we're doing the famous S-curves and switchbacks, climbing out of a Soyuz up to Anarchist Summit. Tuesday's video. Ah yes, roller coaster. You guys have seen that one many times. I'm doing the roller coaster again. Then down Richter Pass, all the way through Karamias. Wednesday. Left Hope. It was pouring rain. So it's one of those rainy videos. Some of you guys like them. I love rainy videos because we don't get rain that often. And then Thursday's video and Friday's video are part 1, part 2. And basically it is last week's bonus video, the one I titled the best video I ever shot. It's basically that exact same highway, except we go all the way down into Merritt this time on part 2 on Friday. Holy smokes, guys. I wish what I experienced last night, what Jess and I experienced, because I literally was on the phone with her, could be shared with the rest of the world. There's no way of explaining what we saw. So first, if you've never seen the Northern Lights, they are not what you see in photos. They're not the pretty colorful lights that you see in photos. You'll see some colors, you'll see a red glow, but it's not. Every picture you see online, they're all long exposures, letting a lot more light in, letting a lot more color in. So really, for the most part, you see white streaks. But the white streaks are beautiful. But I remember living in Manitoba, working at a factory job, I did shift work, but when I worked the evening shift, and it was a late shift, I would be driving home at between 11 and 12 at night. And the northern lights that I would see, I have never experienced over here till last night. And if you're in Canada, like I was parked there, so many cars came parked, turned the lights off, looked at the northern lights for about 5 minutes, jumped back in their car and drove away. That is not how you experience northern lights. You're not going to get the full experience. So when I parked my truck at 7 o'clock, it was dark already, 7 p.m. I could see the northern lights all around me, just these streaks slowly just changing, just slowly melding and changing. And that's what you see most of the time with northern lights. But they were beautiful. You could just see them melding and changing, like clouds changing. And I just texted Jess, or called Jess. I'm like, you better be outside looking at northern lights. And she didn't answer. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, sorry I couldn't answer you because I was driving to the cemetery to watch the northern lights. I'm like, sweet. Because they were spectacular. All around us, right above us, just these curtains of light. But none of that was the magic stuff yet. It was just beautiful northern lights. We see those. Jess has seen them three times now. I've seen them in Manitoba many, many times, but she's seen the real ones now 3 times. But what she's never seen before, and which I've never seen in BC before, was when they start dancing. I don't know how to explain it. There's no video, there are no photos that will ever... It's really a spiritual experience that you cannot explain. I'm gonna try it. So it's like flickering lights, like, you know, a fireplace flickering and moving and flashing, and quick flashes, right? And then you see these waves of flashes shooting up and over you. Literally like a rippling. Okay, imagine a curtain rippling in the wind, or even a wave in the water. Waves of light shooting over top of you. Literally waves of light flashing around, but not as organized as a wave, more like lightning. Yeah, like a curtain in a wind. Very light curtain waving around in the wind. Very breezy wind, just flashing around. It's like the gods are having a fight up in outer space. If you've ever had a really active thunderstorm where there's lots of lightning, but you don't actually see the lightning, you only see the lightning behind the clouds, so you see the clouds lighting up all over the place. Like that, but like 3 times as much and in outer space. Just this flickering light That happened at about 9:30, 9:40 last night. And it lasted for about half an hour, just crazy flickering. And there's nothing that will ever capture that. All right, Garmin, I see what you're trying to do here, but I'm going to go a different route if it's all the same to you. Just because of the angle of attack for the trailer. The corner will be much harder if I follow Garmin's instructions. I want to make a left-hand turn, not a right-hand turn. Scale said it was closed. Yes, I actually read it this time. He's parked over there in the... It might not be him.
Take the exit on the right to Highway 3A East.
No, thank you, Garmin. I'm trying to think how else to explain it. Okay. Fog. Imagine a thick fog, and you're looking in the distance, and you see cars' high beams flickering off and on. It's like someone is flashing their high beams into fog, as if there's clouds up in the sky and someone's flashing spotlights up into the clouds, just randomly and flashing all over the place, like at a concert. Flashing lights at a concert, but up into the clouds, except it's in outer space.
In 3.5 kilometers, keep left on Highway 3.
Garmin does not like me. Yeah, it's definitely, like, you can't explain that. I've tried to explain it to Jess. It's like, that's not what I've experienced. It's like I finally got to the point where we could show Jess real northern lights, but never seen them dancing before. And last night, finally, it's like, okay, we can't take photos of this. So I called Jess and we chatted there for 20 minutes while we were watching northern lights. She was laying in a cemetery on top of a grave somewhere, and I was laying on top of my load.
Right at the stop sign, then take the first left.
But if you expect to see what you see in photos, you're going to be disappointed. You're not going to see that.
Make a sharp left turn on Highway 3.
Just imagine white streaks in the sky, that's all. Come on, guys, let's go.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Garmin, give it up, Garmin. So yeah, no trucks allowed here. There's another sign here. It says no trucks. City center, max 5,000 kilogram. My steers alone are 5,000 kilogram. It used to be a lot of trucks would come through town here to avoid the scale. That's the only reason they've made it illegal for trucks on here. Garmin's desperately trying to get me off of the main road. It's okay, Garmin, it's okay. And yeah, I took some photos of the northern lights last night. Beautiful, colorful. I did see, you could see this red glow up in the sky. Just this like really dark dark
In 1 kilometer, turn right on 8th Street.
red glow, also a green glow, but you're only going to see those if you're going to spend a long time out there. Like the people that spend 5 minutes, you're not going to see any color. If you want to see the color, spend a long time out there in the pitch dark, get your eyes adjusted to the dark, and you're going to see some magic. And then when it dies down, that's okay. Just go warm up in your vehicle and come back out and look again.
In 600 meters, turn right on 8th Street, then turn left.
They go in waves. Basically, anytime between an hour after sunset till midnight is the best time to see them. And apparently we got a turkey crossing.
Turn right on 8th Street, then turn left.
It's just 2 turkeys. Wild turkeys.
Turn right on 7th Street, then take the first left.
Give it up, Garmin. All right, hopefully this won't take too long and we can get unloaded and headed back out with me without having to change batteries.
Turn right at the traffic light. Left to 13th Avenue.
All right, anybody in the yard? There
Turn
he is.
right on 4th Street, then take the first left.
Looks like he's just strapping down. Here's where I'm going to make a left-hand turn, where the right-hand turn would be quite difficult.
Turn left on 13th Avenue. Arriving at 467 13th Avenue, on the right.
Okay, I see that truck's moving. Quite a tight yard to come and deliver in. Here comes our forklift driver. I was wondering how long it would take him. Maybe. Nope, not coming for me. Darn it, I'm almost done unstrapping.
Right on 4th Street, then take the first left.
Okay. Garmin in your ridiculous directions. Interesting mural painted there. All right, that was Castlegar.
Turn right on Bridge Street.
There's a little theater down here, old school theater. Cool. That's neat. Yeah, Castlegar like you've never seen it before. Actually, I've shown you guys this route before. It's just been a good long while. Look at those beautiful colors. Yeah, we get to see some beautiful
Turn right on Bridge Street.
fall colors. This week's video's coming up. I've seen other trucks have curbed it. I'm not gonna curb it. Here's the Columbia River again. .60 kilometers an hour over here, if I remember correctly. Until we climb that little hill, and then we can do 80. Boss sent me an email, wants pictures of a work order that I sent in last week. I don't have time, man. He needs it now. I'm like, don't have time. I'll get it as soon as I go to KMT to load. Hopefully, I have time to do it there right away. It's been a hectic week, end of the week anyway. It's like, if I want to make it home, I can't stop and do stuff. I mean, I could easily make it home tomorrow, right? No. No, I could not. I'd be out of hours. I'd have to take 36 hours off before getting home if I don't make this super efficient. So Linda, you said I have a bit of a lead foot. On a day like this, I definitely need to have a lead foot within legal operations and safely going around corners. But I definitely can't stop and waste time. Hopefully there's not 5 trucks sitting in front of me to load. I would prefer to be truck number 1 or 2.
In 1.5 kilometers, keep right to Highway 3A East.
This is the Kootenai River here. Check out that Optimus Prime paint job.
Keep right to Highway 3A East.
Time this out. Runway, there we go. Full throttle. Blend right on in. Oh wait, there's nobody behind us. No blending required.
Continue on Highway 3A.
Set cruise control at 90 just so I don't end up speeding. Okay, Garmin, are you happy now? Starting to warm up a bit here at 7 degrees Celsius. It was below 0 last night where I slept. I mean, it was just like -1, but still below 0. There was frost. Same with on Bombay. I probably didn't show up on video, but there's a little bit of frost on Bombay. Lots of frost on Kootenai. Winter is here. .80 kilometers an hour. So this railroad is still active. Pulls lumber from Castlegar lumber down into the US. There's two reload stations by trail, south of trail, that get loaded onto this train. It stops in Castlegar, it stops in Nelson. Lots of loading and unloading happening in Nelson. I believe it loops all the way around down to Creston as well. So I'm not sure if it connects all the way to Yak Railroad down that way, a must. So there's a crossing down by Yak, and there's a crossing over here via this train track, I think. By Yak, I could continue north to Cranbrook and stay in Canada and go to Calgary and place like that. I don't know if any cars do, but I could. So this railroad is connected to the main lines in Canada. Could go anywhere in Canada, but it's not connected in British Columbia to the main lines. And then it can go down to the US and connect to the main lines down there too. So theoretically, you could ship anything on train from here to anywhere in North America. I see a lot of the lumber that we've brought to the reload station and trail is addressed to Mexico. This is where Castlegar does their reloading right there. They've only got one empty car sitting there right now. Unfortunately for Castlegar, to load that train car, they have to truck it to that yard. So you'll sometimes see a truck driving back and forth between the mill and that little yard there. Oh, look at the horses there. That's a cool mural. Still in progress. All the paint's laying on the ground. So here comes the mill. So that short little distance, there's a truck driver that has to drive back and forth. And they have to forklift it onto the trailer here by the mill, drive it down to the yard, and unload it there. Then load it onto the train car. Right here is the mill, hidden in the trees. But I'm not going to this yard. They're going to have 3 yards, not counting that little reload yard. They're going to have 3 yards soon. They're going to have one down in Castlegar, right where Highway 3A and Highway 3 meet. You're going to have a huge factory there. More glulam or CLT production going to happen there. I'm headed to the yard in South Slocan here. So the main lumber mill is in Thrums. The Blue Lamb CLT comes out of South Slocan, and they're building a new factory in Castlegar. Hopefully I can pass this bicyclist before the bridge. That's it. We're here. Welcome to South Slocan. Gotta be green by the time we get there, right? Better slow down just in case it's not. It would have been.
In 1.5 kilometers, turn right on West Kootenay Road, then take the first right.
Well, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting us. I know the vacation videos,
Then take the first right.
that come out now, they just don't perform as well as the trucking videos. I don't know if it's because of the location or because it's not in a big truck.
Turn right on South Slocan Station Road.
Interesting that there's a truck parked over here. Still sleeping. Must have come in really late last night if he's still sleeping. Well, at least I beat him in. Oh boy. Full house. And he came in last night, saw how many trucks there were here, and decided he was going to go sleep in.
arriving at KMT on the left.
I'm sure I'm at it there, Garmin. So I am truck number 2 and the other truck is almost all the way loaded. Although I'm confused why there's a Sutco flat deck Super B.
Please drive to highlighted route. Continue on Highway 3A.
All right, I'm out of here. You guys absolutely rock.